So ladies and gentlemen, Stringer is back, and here we have it, the flow system and the wiring. It's a bit chaotic right now. We'll tidy this up, but I have done the wiring, and it's a complete new line there. I thought I was just going to add like 3 or so lines, but in reality I had to add like 9 or I don't know how much. So yeah, that doesn't really work out that well. But did it. Took me a long fucking time. Did everything and wired up everything. Basically, I did all the lines here, all the readings, and had to put like what I did yesterday. That was here. I had to remove those because I realized that these are 3.3 volts, not 5 volts. So those are not adequate or adequate, but I lose resolution on the potmeter, so that's not going to work out, because the potmeter would normally be set to like 5 volts, but if it is set for 3.3 volts, then the range that it can measure, it loses the resolution. So yeah, I did all these cables. They come around and go to the board here into this big cluster of wires, but this time it is more organized. We'll add more, and I have labeled some on the new ones, as well as like had to like take out some vagos, and this one it is like a bit easier, but the 5 volts are split between this one, and had to like add some longer wires, so I can like for now I can measure the temperature of the inside. Yeah, and basically the MOX 6675, the SD card, I don't know, it's here, SD card reader bullshit, this one, and the relay or share 5 volts with the those guys, the op-amp and the potmeter on the back. So yeah, had also taken the 12 volts and put a wire in there, so it is actually took around and put or transferred all the way through, and yeah, did all these. It was quite a long time actually, but I have also realized that if we run the system and wait carefully enough, as you can see, the actual value is jumping all over the place. It's not that significant now, but it shouldn't be. It should be stable as the target. As you can see, 3.49, it shouldn't do that. 23, 40, 406, that's like dead on stable. This should be at max like 1 deviation. This shouldn't do that. The voltage is absolutely bullshit as well, because the pressure sensor is completely turned out, so these are like irrelevant numbers, because guess what, I don't have enough analog pins for these shits. So yeah, we'll have to use the other board for the pressure sensor, but I have also realized that the pressure is not that like the pressure sensor is not that important for now, but maybe we'll like refine that later on, so I can actually like measure the flow rate with it, or at least some like accurately estimate it, because now it's like wandering all over the place if I just leave it connected. Waiting for the relay to click. Hopefully it's not fogged. I heard some sus noise. Sus. Hopefully it's just, yeah, thank God. Thought it was like ruined or some shit, but yeah, we have to figure this out, why it is jumping all over the place, which I don't actually like, because this will like fuck around with the but I assume it is some sort of either some contact error on the oh yeah, actually it's not even connected now. It's not even connected, so be right back. So look at this now. I have connected it up, and it's going to be even more jumpy. It's going to be going from 60, basically from 0 to like 1000, so it's totally fucking random. As you can see, 1020. Thank God I don't turn on the power on the 12 volts, because then the whole thing would be like going all over the place, because it is just jumping all around for some reason. I don't know, either it's some contact error or there is some electromagnetic bullshit interference or whatever, because the wires, you know, that the electricity runs through them, they have like some sort of like a small electric or magnetic field, electromagnetic field, basically. Or I mean, I actually have no fucking clue, but it could be. We'll have to figure that out tomorrow. I realize that I always say that, yeah, we're going to test tomorrow, and in reality we're never getting there. But yeah, for sure we are getting there, but we have to fix this shit first, and then I can move on to like at least run the system. So we'll hook that up. Also decided that I will add this little valve just after this. So if the pressure is stagnant in there, so I close the valve, I basically will not ruin it, because as you lead the pressure into it, it will hold the pressure. If this is to, let's say, hold the pressure, the pressure from the air will start to creep up on the parts, and the hot gases will melt this like completely. So I will add that, and when I close this thingy, I will add that and will manually like close that off. So this is like a safety feature before that, just for now. In the future there will be always, or yeah, this is like interesting, because I thought in the future it will be always open, but that doesn't work, because yeah, you will need to close, or I don't know if I may like initialize it in the beginning. I don't know, have no clue. This is an interesting problem though. Go and fix this dumb pot meter on the back. Hopefully, maybe the pot meter is that, but whatever. We'll have to find out tomorrow. Hopefully I can figure that shit out quickly in the morning, and then move on to the testing side, which is more interesting than this fucking wiring. But had to do this as well. Took me a long time actually, more than like 5 or something, so it was quite significant. Yeah, so this is it. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.